Alrighty. Let's go beat up that Raichu for like the umpteenth time this playthrough. Maybe it'll finally drop the thing. It would actually be a pretty handy thing for Krabby to have, because, like, water types are weak to electric and all that. Minimally, but they are. Oh, it's so strong I'm even comfortable fighting the doubles. Look at that! We killed them almost as quickly as we would have run from them. But by the same token, it kind of doesn't matter that Krabby would benefit from boss items at this point, because there are so few things left for him to contend with that it just doesn't really matter. It's like, there's a mini-boss that he's going to be confronting soon, sometime after his little section there. There's going to be the monsters in his Area 7 section. There's going to be the Area 7 boss for Krabby, and eventually there's going to be the Area 8 boss for Krabby, but Krabby Area 8 isn't like a proper area itself. Like, the Fossil Mine doesn't have an offshoot where you summon Krabby for a whole spiel with him and Fat T. It's kind of similar to how the second game ends, where, like, the Beast and Fat T have their little contribution to the overall finale, if you so choose to do it. Okay. But anyway, as far as revising Pokemon R1 goes, yeah, gotta do the battle events. They'll be a lot better. Once I'm done with them, I can move back into the working on the dungeon and stuff. I have a clearer idea of what I wanted to do with it than last. I think I mentioned it. Because I was trying to figure out how I wanted to handle it now, because it's not going to be quite the same as it was in the original. Like, before it was just like all these cells, and you had to find keys off of like random objects to open more and more cells, and free more and more monsters, and the place was just swarming with touch encounters on top of its random encounters. Until you finally freed, like, Nidoom and Polydeath. And then you just, you got the powder cake from them and we're done. But the way it's working now is, well, I kind of shook up the status quo for, like, bosses and mini-bosses. So the mini-boss of the castle is now Poliwrath, just by himself. And Polydeath and Nidoom, they were moved to an event battle in Area 8. So they don't appear there anymore. At least, not right away. But anyway, yeah, what I decided I would do is, it's gonna be like, the Nidos have imprisoned the Polys because the Nidos have taken over the castle when the Polys wanted to. That's why Poliwrath is the mini-boss, but Nidoking is the boss. Because there's like a little internal conflict there. And the Nidos won it out. So there's gonna be a bunch of, like, Nidos running around outside of the cells that you have to collect the keys from. And whenever you unlock the cells, it's going to free the Polys, who will be, like, congregating at the cell where Poliwrath is contained. And once you've freed enough of the Polys, they're going to break down the door for the Poliwrath, but then you beat the Poliwrath and scare them all off. That's how that's going to go. And then, from there, you're able to, like, ascend up into the castle proper, where it's going to be a lot better than it was. I'm going to overhaul the castle, man. It was beyond dumb the way it was set up before. I want to make it good. I'm going to make it better. But anyway, yeah. That's how that's going to go. And then, once you've rescued the castle, you'll be able to come back either an area later or after some time has passed to help them get the situation in their dungeon back under control. Take the nutritious water. There you go. Or sorry, it's the pure water. Do we want to do Area 3 and 4 next as well? Because, like, we also got to get those off of our water list. But if we pace it out a little differently... You know what? We did just 2 waters. We're going to go get the dark water into the Fat Tea section, and then we'll go back for the other 2 waters. How's that sound, dear viewer? Does that pacing suit you? I hope so. Wait, we need to go down even further. This is the floor with the fire cavern and such. That's right, we want to be over here. But anyway, yeah, once that's all taken care of, the situation in the dungeon is kind of going to reverse. It's gonna be the Niddos who are in the cells and then the Polys who are running rampant. And then eventually the two sides are going to align in their interests to stop you when Nidum and Polydeath show up. And defeating them is going to scare everything out of the dungeon once and for all. I don't feel like fighting the doubles. I mean, it was one thing when we were in the other areas, and we could, like, beat the monsters very quickly. Now we're not. We're here. We're still lazy, though. Look at all these moves we got. Oh, hey, look, it evolved into, like, the Shiny Haunter. That doesn't actually mean anything, because it's card game logic. But it's kind of cool. I like the Shiny Haunter. I like the Shiny Sprite more than I do the Shiny models in the new games, because on the Sprite you can kind of see, like, the blue and stuff, as opposed to the red. Whereas on the models, they're just kind of tinted different. Makes Gengar into kind of a lame Shiny. Although, goodness, its Shiny Mega form certainly is striking, being pure white and all. I wonder what the rationale was for that. A bit curious. Hey, look, everybody's just evolving today. Are they going to drop anything cool, though? That's the real question. And yeah, I guess that Muck was always able to just mute everybody with that move. It was always his thing. Just go down, Slowbug. I don't feel like dealing with you. My goodness, he's still standing. You're certainly worth a decent chunk. I just want to get out of here, man. I don't like this dark cavern. Ah, balls, I ran into an obstacle. As long as we don't run into, like, unnecessary fights with the touch encounters, I'll be okay. Is there a way up from here? It doesn't look like it. Dang it, I gotta go around this bit. Well, let's see. There's really not too much... Well, actually, no, that's not true. There's plenty more left to do for PH1, but I'm not anticipating too much trouble in the sections beyond the castle. Because, like, the sea is pretty basic, but apart from, like, tweaking how the events go with it, it should be fine. I don't think that area needs too much structural revision, really. Might do something to, make it feel a little more like a sea and less like a weird stretch of rocks. But then again, that's how, like, Canon Pokemon handles it, really. I'll have to see what I can do. If I can figure out how to up the visual appeal while maintaining the fact that it's a large body of water, I'll do it. I guess, did I already mention that Super Magikarp got moved out of Area 3? The reason was that, like, Gyarados is now the mini-boss of the sea, and it kind of doesn't make sense to have a mini-boss at the start of the sea that can evolve into a mini-boss, or even a stronger version of a mini-boss that appears later in the sea. So now what the shtick is that the Super Magikarp, it actually got away with Marty's Rod, and he saw it head off toward the bay, where you encounter it as an Area 6 monster, and you actually have to fight it as part of the critical path in Area 6, because you need the fishing rod to fish a key out of the water. You can, like, see it glinting, but you can't get it unless you've got the fishing rod. I needed to cure this poison anyway. Maybe, yeah, there you go. Also, hey, Ferris, fix it. Fix the peeps, Ferris. There you go. Save, why not? So yeah, since Super Magikarp can evolve into Hyper Gyarados, I was like, it doesn't make sense to have them in the same area. And that's also why I kind of, I already mentioned about, like, the 3 Poliwrath mini-bosses that we had in the castle. Yeah, now you encounter the Guardian Poliwrath that can evolve into the Warden Poliwrath in a later time than when you first confront the castle, or when you first would confront the castle. Alright, here we go again with the Fat Man and his crab. We know there's nothing to pick up else in this cavern, so we can just go. Although it's really bad for our experience levels, you know. We can read this now, the foggy's not in the way. There's an inscription! And the hours of darkness turn to the light of life. All ill shall flee its glowing glory.
Did you remove the blight?
Yeah, nothing should be able to get in there now.
Wonderful! The river should recover quickly. And as promised, I will open the door to the temple. I'll accompany you inside.
Alright, inside the sacred temple of the river people. Where'd you go, Fogey? You're here.
I have fond memories of this place.
The ancient door stays shut.
Hey, Fogey!
Yes, young Krabby.
This door won't open. Can you let us through?
Oh, the door. No, I can't open that door with my key. It's a special door.
Okay, so how do we open it?
I'm not sure I remember. I know it has something to do with the tiles in the other rooms. I'm sure you can figure it out.
Thanks for nothing, old man. Ancient door stays shut. I'm guessing I have to do these in order then. You can't quite open now. Alright, this one's open. The path you seek is closed, so turn all the X's to O's. Alright, this is one of these puzzles. There you go. Oh wait, no, that didn't quite do it. There. Now I can open this one. Now this one's a color palette puzzle, if I'm not mistaken. We need to, like, turn that into natural light. Dude, can't read it. Or, can't examine it. Send away the dark of night by restoring natural light. Yeah, there we go. We have to kind of just step on tiles until it turns more yellow, I guess. That looks pretty natural, but, oh no, there we go. Did it! Kind of just trial and error puzzle, that. We haven't fought any monsters in here, dude. Oh, here we go. You know, we're actually gonna fight them, because I fear for our prospects if we remain as weak as we currently are. That was actually pretty good damage. Ow. Dick. Stop it. No. Do it again. Stretch kick. See, in the future, I'll just be able to pick high jump kick, because I know it's better. Even though stretch kick is arguably more hilarious. But, you know, this guy isn't exactly getting, stunned or anything. How's your basic hurt? This other him only. There, he's hostile. As soon as we stopped picking on him, he started hurting himself. Well, back to our economy strats. Ow, they're hurting. I should probably pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to how much damage they're doing, because ow. I forgot to give Fat T a better weapon while we were with the other guys. That's probably fine. It's not like it's a short walk out of here or anything. Can you someone go down, please? They are doing plenty of damage. I'm gonna heal up real quick. I don't like where this is going. Hey, what a bro you are, guy. So yeah, not anticipating too much trouble in this scene. I think that area is actually probably going to be the easiest of the ones I've had to revise. But the desert needs some work. This is the same puzzle as last time, just, yeah, once again, turn all the SSOs. And I believe if you do it like this, yeah. There we go. Now that door's open. But wasn't there another door over there? There's another door over here. We gotta do this one. This one probably gets us a book of some kind. Well. Wanna do that. And, you should... yeah, hurt the Hitmonlee. Sweet, good, it's hostile. And it stayed hostile, too, despite hitting itself. Yeah, the desert's one of those maps that definitely needs a lot of work as far as, like, the visual side of things. I'm less worried about the ghost town. I think that one's actually probably fine, maybe even as is. But the parts before it, the wasteland, the actual desert itself, yeah, those are some pretty sorry maps that I'm gonna have to do some heavy revisions to. Beyond them, I don't think Area 8 will need too much work. Like, I might gussy up the ruins a bit. I think the sky is fine as it is, and space is, I think the concept is fine, but it needs, like, to not just be a bunch of straight line passages. But that could be as simple as, like, just making the path more than one tile and having, like, little patches of star spaces you can walk around. Did you get all the things? You have 2 Master Bands now. I should probably make sure I get Master Armor somewhere in the previous section. But hold on, I gotta do this first. So let's see. I don't remember exactly how to do this one. It's a bit tricky. No. You guys are mean. Call for family. You better hurt the Hitmonlee. Knock is hostile. Knock is no longer hostile. But yeah, I guess it's a bit early to be thinking about updating the maps since I have this database issue to deal with. That is going to be keeping me busy for quite a while. But I'll get there. And then I'll be back at those maps, and once the maps are done, that's when I need to start looking into adding the side quests I wanted to, because there were a couple of side quests I felt weren't really adequately spoken for as PH1 was already set up. Like, I'm going to be adding more steps to the magic flute quest that B sends you on. Like, there are going to be more materials you need in different areas to get it completed, instead of just, like, 2 random minerals you find lying around wherever. These guys are beating the crap out of us. Area 7 monsters, damn. These can give me business. I'm also adding a quest for Yin, the shopkeeper. He used to just get, like, these item upgrades that you could buy over time, but now you actually have to go out and, like, collect items to provide to him that allows him to make them. Much like this Wedge Water quest thing does. But it's going to be a little different than that. Rather than going out and finding a bunch of different waters, you're just going to be kind of like exploring specific areas for specific things. Like, you'll go to the cave and collect some mushrooms, you'll go to the desert and collect a bunch of bones or whatever, and he'll grind them up or whatever alchemy nonsense he does and turns them into healing items. That will be improvements on your regular healing items. Yeah, that's how that's going to go. That was probably a mistake. Alright, hold on a second. We've almost got it, but this is going to mess it all up. Ah, jeez. At some point this will resolve itself. Oh, wait. Oh, so close. How, though? As long as I can keep it from getting into the center there. That was almost right. I don't know how to do this one, dude. Also, why did I hide this Jinx book so well? What's so special about it?